Hi viewers, my name is Sirisha. Welcome to my channel Dream Life Diaries. Today I am going to show you 3 wonderful healthy recipes made with ragi flour without adding rice flour, wheat flour or maida. If you like the video, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon next to it to receive notifications for the upcoming videos. Ragi is loaded with calcium, which is essential for healthy bones and prevention of osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, a bone disease, has now become a major worldwide health problem, especially in women aged above 20 years. Calcium deficiency plays a vital role in the development of osteoporosis. Low calcium intake contributes to diminished bone density, early bone loss, and an increased risk of fractures. It's also an excellent source of natural iron and helps in curing anemia. Let's first check out how to make ragi roti and coconut chutney, which goes really well with ragi roti. To a bowl, add 1 cup of ragi flour, 1 chopped onion, 1 grated carrot, 3 chopped green chilies, 2 tablespoons of chopped coriander, and half tablespoon of salt or as per your taste. To this, keep adding small amounts of water and knead the dough. You need to add more water than the amount of water you usually use to knead the chapati dough. I would say it should be softer than the chapati dough. The dough is ready. Keep it aside for 10 minutes. Place a parchment paper or butter paper on top of the chakla. I made 4 balls from the kneaded ragi dough. Take one of the balls. Wet your fingers with water and start pressing the balls this way to spread it around. You can make 4 to 5 rotis from 1 cup of ragi flour. These rotis are very healthy, nutritious and delicious too. We usually have ragi roti with coconut chutney for our breakfast. When you're done making the roti, place a tawa on the stove and turn on the flame and let it get heated up. Put 1 teaspoon of ghee on the tawa and spread it around. Place the ragi roti along with the parchment paper on the tawa this way and remove the paper gently without breaking the roti. One advantage of using parchment paper is that it doesn't get stuck to the roti, make our job easier. Cook it on one side for a minute on low flame. Flip it over and cook it the other side too. You can add 1 more teaspoon of ghee or as per your taste on the other side too. Let's now make coconut chutney to serve it along with the roti. To a small kadai, add 1 teaspoon of oil and let it get heated up. Now add half cup of chopped coconut, 2 tablespoons of ground nuts, and cook them for 2 to 3 minutes on low flame. To this, add 1 tablespoon of roasted gram or Bengal gram and cook for a minute. Now add 3 to 4 red chilies and cook for 30 more seconds. Add 2 garlic cloves and some coriander to it and turn off the stove. Let it cool down completely to room temperature. Transfer it to a blender jar. Add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera and half tablespoon of salt or as per your taste. Keep adding small amount of water and blend it to a thick paste. Let's now add tadka or seasoning to it. To the same kadai which we used earlier, add 1 teaspoon of oil, half teaspoon of mustard seeds, half teaspoon of cumin seeds and some curry leaves. And add this seasoning to the chutney. Ragi roti along with coconut chutney is ready to serve. Let's now check out how to make ragi balls. For 1 cup of ragi flour, add 1 cup of water and mix it well without forming any lumps. Keep adding small amount of water this way and mix it in circular fashion to make the batter. Yes, the batter is ready. To a kadai, add 1 cup of water and let it come to boil. For 1 cup of ragi flour, we need 2 cups of water. To the boiled water, add 1 teaspoon of ghee and half tablespoon of salt or as per your taste. Simmer the flame and start adding the ragi batter in small quantities and keep stirring so that there are no lumps formed. Keep stirring and cook it well. The batter gets thickened and stuck to the kadai. Don't worry about it, just keep stirring and mixing it well. Cook it for 4 to 5 minutes until it becomes thick enough to make the balls. To check the readiness, wet your fingers with water and check if it gets stuck to your fingers. If it doesn't, that means it's ready. At this point, turn off the flame and let's start making the balls when it's hot. Wet your fingers with water and take a small lump of thick ragi batter and make the balls this way. Ragi mudda is best served and eaten hot. Serve it hot with sambar, rasam or any other gravy. If you are a non-vegetarian, you can have it with chicken curry or fish curry. Let's now check out how to make ragi porridge or malt. To a kadai, add 2 teaspoons of ghee and 1/4 cup of chopped dry fruits of your choice. Roast them for 1 to 2 minutes on low flame. Transfer them to a bowl and keep it aside. To the same kadai, add 3/4 cup of water and let it come to boil. Meanwhile, in another bowl, mix 1/4 cup of ragi flour with 1/4 cup of water. Keep adding small amount of water and mix it well to make sure there are no lumps formed. Keep mixing it in circular fashion this way to make sure there are no lumps formed. To the boiling water, keep adding small amount of this batter and stirring to make sure there are no lumps formed. Keep stirring and cook it on low flame for 3 to 4 minutes. Once the porridge comes to thick consistency, add 1/4 cup of milk. Mix it well and cook for 1 more minute. This is optional. You can skip adding milk if you don't want to. To this, add 1/8 cup of powdered jaggery or more as per your taste. Cook for 30 seconds and turn off the flame. Now let's add the roasted nuts to the porridge. and serve hot. These are 3 wonderful calcium-rich healthy recipes. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and add your comments to the comment section below. And do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon next to it to receive notifications for the upcoming videos. Thank you.